I wish that people would treat me how they would treat a married, registered nurse with 2.5 kids in Indiana. That's how I wish people would treat me.
Damn, those are real tears.
I would be so happy.
All right, guys, you're looking at the thumbnail, you're looking at the title of the video. You already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Title of today's video, former porn star Bree Olson reveals what it's really like to star in adult films. This was sent to me on my Instagram at Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. There's a link to it down in the description box down below, okay? I'm interested to hear the thoughts of a former porn star after she's given up the job. Without further ado.
The words are something that I didn't expect to affect me in my everyday life. So when I go out, I feel as if I'm wearing slut across my forehead. The names that people have called me, it's as if you could take out those names and print them and put a ribbon around my whole body of all the names and things that people say to me on the internet. That's how I feel when I walk outside the door. I came from the adult industry, but then I transitioned into the mainstream industry, but I encountered a lot of issues with my transition and people not accepting me into the mainstream world. So I have really gotten to the point where there are days to weeks at a time where I don't leave my house.
Damn.
Because I don't feel like facing the world of what has been created out there for me. I get so disappointed when I go out and I meet a new friend and then it turns out they don't want to be my friend anymore. Or I go out and, you know, I don't know, I just hear things and or witness things. It's really easier for me just to stay inside my house and not put myself out there for hurt. That I gave up between $30,000 and $60,000 a month. And I could just go back to porn today and still make that. I could go back to porn and make $20,000 just in 1 week if I wanted to this week. And I don't. Because that's how much I don't want my photos on the internet.
Wow. This is very interesting, and I appreciate her honesty regarding this, okay? Because I think that there's a lot that get involved within the industry and don't really understand the long-term repercussions, right? Like they understand the money that is involved. They understand the potential benefits from getting your name out there, right? Like they understand those different things, but there's a lot of young people that can't see beyond 2 years into the future, right? So for her to talk about that, the layer of depression that she's in is to lock herself in because she's scared about going outside and being labeled with all of these different types of words. I thought that was a very illustrative example in the beginning for her to talk about wrapping the words in her body. I'm a little bit confused though, because she said she started in porn. She was making $30,000 to $60,000 a month, Jesus. And then she transitioned into mainstream. I guess she did that because she hated having the video and the photos available for public consumption. But the thing is like, once it's out there, it's out there. You sign contracts with these companies to get your image and likeness taken away later. If they making money off of that, you have to buy the rights. And at the same time, at the point that it goes out there, you just download that, put it on your computer, and then it's always on a hard drive forever. Very interesting thoughts. Okay, let's keep going.
People treat me as if I am a pedophile. They don't treat me like an ex-sex worker. They treat me like I would somehow be damaging to children.
A simple question,
Yes.
like how would you like to be treated?
Yeah, I wouldn't want you as my babysitter. You're joking? Would I want you as a child care? No, it's because, listen, I would like I don't know, a nurse, right? Like an astronaut, right? Like an Olympic athlete, like people that have led very disciplined lives, okay? I would want them to be the teachers of my children, right? Like I would want them to be the daycare workers. I'm being facetious because those people of those caliber are typically not doing daycare child type of work, but I'm saying it's those that have shown rigor in their life that can lead by example, right? Like those is generally who you want teachers to be. For you to think anything different after a career in porn is really not reality, my dear fair lady.
Oh my gosh, I've never thought about that.
Oh, how she would like to be treated. This is sad.
God, that is so simple.
Wow.
I guess, like,
She got a ring on.
I would, I wish that people would treat me how they would treat a married registered nurse with 2.5 kids in Indiana. That's how I wish people would treat me.
Damn, those are real tears. Come ride me a river.
How would that change your life if they treated you that way?
I would be so happy. I don't know.
Guys, there's gonna be a lot of you guys that's down there and it's like crocodile tears. You're gonna put the violins down into the chat and shit like that. I think that those are real tears. I mean, fact of the matter is that, you know, I could take a look at, you know, how I was raised up and have little to no sympathy for this at all. But then that's not real because a lot of people didn't have relatively stable environments growing up. I don't know her backstory or nothing like that. But shit, if you are around people that make bad decisions, you are more likely to make bad decisions. And this is clearly, she's looking back on her life and she's like, damn, that mega ultra super saiyan ultra instinct gangbang that I did 5 years ago, although it made me $30,000 to $60,000 per month, was it really worth it? Okay, so I think that those are real tears. All right, let's keep going.
I haven't even thought about that before. But it'll never happen. That's probably why I don't think about it.
Yeah,
I've
probably
learned
not.
that there are some things that no matter how open-minded you are, other people will never be, and that you shouldn't do. And I send a very strong message to young girls: don't do porn, because as much I understand it, you want to embrace your sexuality, you want to say screw the man, screw whatever, like I can do what I want with my body, but you're just gonna have a life of crap in front of you and dealing with people and companies, and you know, companies are allowed to turn you down for work because of anything they want.
Yes.
And you know, they have morality clauses. You can never work with children after you do porn. You can never work in a medical field after you do porn. And these are things that teenage girls don't think about. You think that you're a teenager, it's fine, you're making money, and that's the truth. It is, and there's nothing wrong with porn, but how people treat you for the rest of your life, it's not worth it.
She's losing me a little bit there. She's saying that there's nothing wrong with porn. I think there's a lot of things wrong with porn. I think porn to me is like watching WWE wrestling in contrast to watching Greco-Roman wrestling is what porn is to sex. I think it puts a lot of weird images into the mind of what the act of coitus is supposed to look and feel like. I mean, shit, porn has changed a lot of things in regards to sexuality, I would say for worse, right? In terms of idolizing unreal or fantasy-like looking women from shit. If you think about it, before porn, women used to don beavers with hair, okay? Porn literally changed that, Okay, there are some benefits as well because like the average eggplant lick skill has gone up tremendously over the past several decades. I will say that, but I think it's because they can watch some of this stuff happening. But is it reality is what it is that I'm trying to say. But yeah, I think there's potential detriments as well as getting people involved into something who are just don't have the capability or capacity to consider their life into the future, right? So you just set them up at the age of 18 without the proper guidance within their life. And of course they're going to do it then. It's just because like they're living fast. They just don't understand the repercussions. But she lost me a little bit there towards the end, but let's keep going.
Definitely think that it's time for people to respect sex workers and respect women in total. Absolutely.
Okay. She totally lost me towards the end. The sex worker thing, I think women, in general, in totality, and being in the sex worker industry, at the end of the day, they are providing something, and men want that something that they are providing. So there's a degree of respect there, but you can't act like you can put yourself covered in meat into the den of lions and not expect to get eaten. If you sign up for the industry, you sign up for the whole kit and caboodle.
A few moments later.
Guys, I was just literally doing a little bit of searching about who she is, finding a little bit about her. And I came across an OnlyFans account that literally she's charging $20 a month on right now. And it just says that last seen today, right? But she said within this video that she talks about joining the industry for young women. So I sense a degree of complete and utter contradiction, right? I understand that OnlyFans is typically not known as the porn industry, but it's still releasing images and videos that people can download and save and can look at the likeness on their phone and look at you in public and then adorn you with these different types of titles. So I'm just confused at this stage of the game. Now I'm starting to believe those are completely crocodile tears. She almost got me. She almost got me. How dare you? Almost tricked me. Guys, that's it for my video here today. If you enjoy yourself here today, make sure you hit on that like button. Make sure you leave me a comment. Do you agree? Do you disagree? How do you guys feel about this particular conversation? Would wholeheartedly appreciate your participation. Questions, comments, concerns? God already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Last but not least, guys, if you want to join my inner circle, my Patreon, there's a link to it down in the description box down below. Click down there, beam up, see the things that we have in store. If you want to get closer to your boy, join my inner circle, my Discord community to have conversations 24/7. You know where to find me. Until next time, YouTube.